Kirsten with Health Consulting today in Hamburg, Germany. So hello to everybody. Bom dia to our Brazilian friends. I'm very glad you could join today's Global Employer Health Consortium webinar. And we're in the middle of summer here in Europe and North America, and for you guys in Brazil, it's winter, but it's a busy vacation time for a lot of countries. So I'm really appreciative that you could all join. Thanks so much. So this is the third consortium webinar we have this year. And for those of you who are new to the consortium is a global thought leadership forum that assists organizations that are looking to improve the health and to enhance performance of their employees worldwide for competitive advantage, just so you know who we're talking about. I should also give you a reminder that our website, hopefully you have looked at it before, is discussglobalwellness.com, discuss global wellness all in one word, and you'll see the holding slide later too, so you remember the website address. So today we have a very exciting program. We're going to be focusing on Brazil, and I think Brazil is a fascinating country for many reasons, and obviously a huge economic power these days, helping very fast and rapidly over the last 5-10 years or even longer. The largest country in South America. It's a so-called BRIC country, as some of you may know that term, and could become among the 4 most dominant economies by the year 2050. And a lot of people, close to 200 million, and it's the 5th most populated country in the world. And I think I can say it's a very diverse country with numerous groups, ethnic groups, and also with a fascinating landscape. With that, I'd like to hand it off to our speakers as we have a full program. And our speaker is Sylvia Yano, and Sylvia is the manager of Occupational Health and Safety at SESI. And I went into detail what SESI is, and I know that Sylvia will, because it's a very meaningful, a significant and large organization in Brazil, especially with regard to improving the health of employees in that country. So, Sylvia, if you could take it away, please.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for the invitation. I'm going to share with you how SESI works in order to help Brazilian industrial companies with a comprehensive program to improve their workplace for promoting workers' quality of life and well-being. First, please, when I mention accidents at work in my presentation, means occupational accidents and diseases related to work. Fortunately, the Brazilian scenarios is a little better now. The number of accidents at work is decreasing since 2008, and the industrial percentual is less contribution since 2006. Though jobs increased, the accidents increased from 2008 to 2010 in 11.6%. Part of this, the problems persist, and food and civil construction represent each one 17% of industrial accidents at work. In industrial sectors, a coefficient of accidents at work much higher than total industry coefficient, that is 28.5, and Brazil coefficient of accidents are 15.9. SESI is acting. How SESI is acting, we develop health industry program to help companies to increase productivity through actions to promote safety and health at workplace and work's quality of life. We analyze the absence at work with more than 15 days. We identify that the diseases are practically the same when the absence is caused by work problems or not. absence caused by occupational disease, you can see in injuries is 62%, musculoskeletal diseases 26%, and psychosocial factors or problems 3.8%. And absence caused by no work-related diseases are the same diseases, injuries, musculoskeletal diseases, and psychosocial factors, less percentage, and only psychosocial problems is more than work-related disease. But the focus are the same three causes or the three reasons. So what is the problem? High costs caused by working days lost. So SESI nowadays are focused in this problem. SESI did a study that the work absence means 4 work day lost per worker per year, what means 2 million working days lost a year. The impact of the absence is very, very important. So what is the SESI proposal? To develop actions with integral health promotion program, put together occupational and lifestyle activities, actions, using the WHO model for health workplaces with the avenues of influence. As you see in the screen, the first avenue is physical work environmental, applying safety and health actions to promote healthy workplace. The second is social work environment as organizational culture and factors that might cause emotional or mental stress to workers. Third avenue is personal health resource to support or motivate the workers to adopt healthy personal lifestyle. And the fourth avenue is enterprise community involvement, impacting on the communities in which they operate, enhancing the life conditions. So, for these principles of WHO model, SESI adopts a comprehensive scope of approach on the specific issues related to work activity, physical, environmental, and occupational disease, as well as healthy and lifestyle issues promoting healthy industry. This program is organized in 4 strategic action lines. As you can see in this pyramid, access to knowledge, risk assessments, interactive services, and advisory and consultancy. The first action line is access to knowledge, promoting actions that bring the industries and their workers free access to knowledge on themes related to health, healthy lifestyle, and safety at work. In order to do that, the specific actions are educative and preventive material and tools, as you can see on the screen, national campaigns, websites on information services, technical publications, studies, and research concerning education. Use technology to achieve more people. We offer or launch websites where the companies ask for materials and tools, receive it printed in their address, where they find information to download and record. The SESI local teams support the companies how to use this kind of materials. This is some examples. it is possible to see some of our educational materials that were produced in the website and publication. So, second line, second actions is to free application on risk assessment tools in companies. These tools rate the real situation of the companies on many aspects. And with this information, it is possible to give to the workers health recommendations and help the companies prioritize where to focus investments in health and safety. The third, this is a presentation with some results of the lifestyle assessment. In general, many companies, after to develop this kind of assessment, they make some important adaptation or improvement in their health program and implement a new health program, as you can see on the screen. So, third action line is advisory and consultancy. It aims to offer services of high aggregated value that develop integrated solutions based on the assessment results. Consultancies on occupational health and safety and consultancies on health promotion and health lifestyle. Using the information or the data that we got by the assessment, we develop with the companies many action plans. And this action is services that were already provided and are still being offered, integrating even more occupational health and safety and health lifestyle services. For instance, in the area occupational health and safety, we developed legal requirements programs in occupational health and safety and in an integrated way. We used the programs on in our own methodology based on the interdisciplinarity of services based and comprehensive scope. Safety, focus on the workplace assessment, and a health area monitoring the workers on occupational and general diseases and accidents issues. Computerized services enable epidemiological vigilance and identification of trends. The focus is to develop a toolkit for each priority industry sectors as construction, slaughterhouses, and mining. In area health promotion services, we develop epidemiological emphasis focused on reducing absenteeism or work days lost, monitoring non-transmissible diseases, offering to the companies, industrial companies, immunization programs, and we are bringing to Brazil, including an European Psychosocial Risk Factors Management Model, validated by WHO, and launching now a new program to promoting a men's warehouse program. The first is integrate with occupational health. And promoting health lifestyle services, we offer to the companies workplace workout, work-related physical exercises programs, health life events management, sports competitions for workers, but not only focused on competitions, but including to stimulate a health lifestyle. Lectures, teachers based on social and educational themes, circuits, and workshops. So, the industry found in SESI the opportunity to receive this comprehensive approach in occupational issues with health lifestyle to promote quality of life and competitiveness on enterprise. Finishing, we can see difficulty, but there are some solutions. The WHO Health Workplace Model is a good driver for organization of services and solutions, expanding the traditional approach and integrate different areas. It's important to focus on enterprise, the invest. This is the best way to mobilize the company to assemble resources in favor of workers and assessing and prioritize issues. Company not always knows what they need, so resources is limited. It must choose what is more relevant. This is the way that we believe that industry will be increasingly health workplace. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. That was very good, very concise presentation. As usual, we will wait for questions till the end. However, I do want to ask one thing, Sylvia, just for clarification. Could you say a word about how SESI is funded, and if all these programs that you offer are offered for free to the companies, or is there a service fee?
Okay. SESI is maintained and supported by industry. Each industry pay to SESI 1.5% of payroll. So we have this kind of support, and many of our services is free, but some of them are paid too.
Okay.
In our legislation, some occupational health and safety programs is defined that the company have to pay for them.
Great, I see. I wanted to make sure our audience knows about this, how it's funded. I think it's very interesting that it's actually a percentage of the payroll tax. So that is it's great. I think it's a really good model for a lot of countries and great services. So look forward to the questions after our next presentation. I should also mention that Sylvia was actively involved in helping WHO with the healthy workplace, creating the healthy workplace model and framework. And the same applies to our next speaker, so it's a nice transition. Fernando Coelho Neto was also at SESI. He was actually used to be the General Executive Manager for Health and was very involved also with the WHO. But Fernando works for just a very small company called Vale, second largest mining company, I believe, in the world. So also quite a change, Fernando, for you. And I'm very glad that you can present a case study on how Vale promotes the health of their employees. So please go ahead.
Okay, Wolf. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Wolf Kisten for this invitation, the opportunity to show how we are working now, and great pleasure to present to you all the Vale Global Health Program. First of all, it's good to point what is Vale. Vale is my company. We are 70 years old now. It's to be state-owned up to 1997, and when it was privatized. And since then, we had a very extensive growth. And as Wolf just said, we are now the second largest mine industry in the world. We have around 90,000 employees in 30 countries now. So it's the largest Brazilian private enterprise, and also the one of the Brazilian multinational companies. So before I start talking about health, I'd like to tell about our mission, our vision, and our values. And you see that people are very important for us. So our mission is to transform natural resources into prosperity and sustainable development. Our vision is to be the #1 global natural resource company in creating long-term value through excellence and passion for people and the planet. And our values are like ours most, value our people, prize our planet, do right, improve together, and make it happen. So as you can see, passion for people is in our values, and that's a recognition that our people is our most valuable resource, and it's even more present since 2011, and we have the new strategic planning for Vale, and our strategic plan was divided in 5 pillars, and one of its pillars is related to people, and so that's what I'm showing here. Make our people true source of competitive advantage. So there are 4 main actions in this pillar. Build a strong health and safety culture with people engaged in achieving zero harm. Mining company safety, and it's a major issue. It's always has been, but now we are hopefully moving for understanding that health and safety all together in an integrated way is what we must achieve. So we also focus on building talents and commitment of to employment of our employees, and to also we are looking to position Vale amongst the best place to work. So this shows how we are dealing with health as a business strategy. So Vale is a very large company, as I said, and we have many units around the world. Most of them are in Brazil, but we are all in all countries. And each unit has its own history, its own maturity in terms of health management. So we can say that we have three phases of health strategy. So the first one, and we still have some activities on that level, is the requirements and guidance. So it's much related to compliance to legal requirements and do the what we must do related to law and related to standards. But this first stage, and I'm very happy to say that very few units are still doing in this level. The next level that we have established system requirements. So things that it's above legal requirements but are important, are requirements for our company. So we're talking about more to the employee, family, the community engagement, health promotion and wellness, and so forth. And we have the upper level that we are aiming to have a culture of wellness. So when we make these all programs more effective and more natural into the company. So this is just to say that we have a very diverse scenario, and we have to work in to approach different needs of each unit that we have in the world. The next slide, that slide, is to show how complex is the health matters into the mining cycle. We can divide the mining cycle in 4 main phases. The first phase is exploration. So in this phase, we have geologists and geographers going to the field to find the minerals and to set the ability of future project. The second phase, and the phase that we have more risks in terms of health and safety, is to turn greenfield into a mine, and these have viability, design, mobilization, and construction. in this phase, we deal with a lot of contractors and a lot of third-party employees working the same site. And it's a very difficult and it's a big challenge to deal with the health issues in a more developed way in this phase. So we are working towards this evolution. And the third phase is the operation. So the mine is set up and it's ready to start producing. So we have a more fixed and more stable personnel, and we can engage more long-term programs. Usually the mine is work for 34 years. We can invest in solution more long-term programs, and we have the post-operation. So after the mine's cycle of production, we have to do a lot of work to restore the environment and to also to put the environment in place. So this is a very complex situation, and we must deal with this when we talk health in Vale. So we also have the complexity of being international, and so we're dealing with standardization of procedures, medical assistance, and many other issues that we must deal with when we are doing we are working as an international company. So we need to base our activities and our programs at, and with that WHO health workplaces model is this comprehensive one that we find, and it's very well the way Vale needs to deal with health and the implementation processes. So we have turned the model into our own model adaptation to fit in our needs. So we have three main areas of working health: so occupational health, personal health, and community health. The main challenge here is to integrate that we perform in a field of each of these three fields. Historically, I think that's not only in Vale but in many companies, we have the occupational health dealt with in a very confined way, and also related to personal health and even less to community health. So our main goal is to integrate everything in this model. Well, those are the current projects we have towards integrated health. So in occupational health, we have the continuous implementation of Occupational Health and Safety Management System, of travelers' health, of chemical dependency prevention and treatment program. The standardization of contractors' health management is very important for us. Site health review. In personal health, we have our health care plan. We are dealing now with a global wellness strategy, health risk assessment, and return on investment instruments. On the community health, we have a health impact assessment implementation. We have a malaria control program. We have a women's cancer prevention bus. We have a partnership with Global Fund Style and some HIV programs. And also we have integration projects that are related to the information system and the integration of service portfolio. I'll talk a little bit about some of those projects. One of the most important is the Health and Safety Management System. Of course, we have occupational health and safety for a long time, but now we are facing a new wave, a new step in evolution. So we can go in a more comprehensive and integrated way. So, for instance, we have in Brazil we have the Occupational Health Monitoring Program. At least one consultation per year for each employee. In these consultation, we have the health profile exam, the health education. We have critical active special exams. So, for instance, the worker that work in eyes, they have some specific exams and so forth. We have now a chemical dependency prevention and treatment program that is divided in four phases. The information phase, so we give information to the workers about the drugs and their effects. Education for leaderships. We are using tests in some units, motivational and random tests. Also, and most important, the treatment by a private health plan or public service. We have a fatigue management program that deals with sleep quality and so forth. So this is one important side of our work in occupational health. We also have it's a great challenge, a great haste for our operations travel. We have traveling all around the world, and so we are establishing now a new procedure, and so we do the classification of risk of the site of the person. Each person before traveling, they have to go to the physician to see if it or her are fit to traveling and to that specific site, and if they need, for instance, to take the chemoprophylaxis for malaria endemic zones and so forth. So this is a new procedure that is very important, and it's very giving us a lot of results in decreasing this infectious disease and also emergency results abroad. On the community health, we have a very important decision was made recently in Vale that we will do the health impact assessment in all new projects that we engage on. So the impact assessment is rising. It's going to, before implementing a project, we go to the community and to the site that we're going to have the project and do assessment of the impact of how health, public services, and environmental health, and the health of the community, and also the health of our employees will be affected by our operation. And we can plan to mitigate that risks and do a more sustainable project. It's important for the future of our operations. We have a huge change in our operations in Africa. That's Malaria. We have now going on an extensive program on malaria that deals with malaria for our employees. So we have the all personal equipment regulation, the use of many safety procedures, but most important, we deal with malaria in the community. So it's impossible to deal with malaria only in intramural, only in our own operation. So we have to treat the malaria in the community. So we have to decrease the vector, the mosquitoes. We have to distribute safety nets. So we have have to distribute insecticide and do work with the public service and also the community. And we also have in the community health a women cancer prevention bus that goes in a specific area in Brazil that have a great prevalence of women cancer. So we have this bus that goes and do some work with the community to prevent women cancer. This is an example of a community health. We have many others activities like that. And in the health, the first and most important, Vale provides to all its employees and their families health plan, a complete health plan. So now we have 230,000 people covered in this health plan. It's a self-managed plan, so Vale controls the whole network of providers and hospitals, and we give to our employees access to physicians, exams, hospitals, and home care, and it's included in they don't have to pay for that. Only it's a very small payment for the use, but it's extensive to their families. We have a project into this health plan, and that's very important for us now. That's the healthcare family clinics. So our goal with these clinics that are being built in our largest operations in Brazil is to give to employees and their families personalized access, and also to bring together doctor-patient relationship and health lifestyles education. So it's something that we are very up on. And also we are now starting to implement a global health promotion and wellness strategy. First of all, it's important to say that it's inside the health human resources strategy. The strategies is the work-life effectiveness. So for our human resources, it's important to have policies and practices that support employees to achieve success within and outside the workplace. And on the 7 categories of activities and health and wellness are very important, and they are considered. So we have, as I said, more than 100 units, and some have 70 years, some have 7 months of operation, and so we have also these different stages of implementation. So we had a recent survey, and we identified that there are many activities on promotion and wellness going on in all Vale operations. Some of them are universal in all operations, like the flu vaccination, the health and lifestyle assessment, the employee checkups, but some others are very punctual and they're working in some more other units only. So our next goal is to establish a global health promotion and wellness strategy. So the concept we will be working on is based on the wellness pentacle. So we are dealing with the healthy eating, the preventive behavior, physical activities, stress management, and healthy relationships. And we'll be organizing these activities of health promotion and wellness in 4 phases. So access to knowledge, assessment tools, programs and activities themselves, and monitor results and return investment measurement. And in 5 themes: the health eating, physical activity, preventive behavior, health relationships, and stress management. This is going on right now. So we are reorganizing all the wellness and health promotion initiatives. And one of our first steps was to have our first Global Health Week, so in April, and it was very nice because focus on the leadership involvement. So all production leaders, managers, and supervisors in the Vale worldwide, they stopped half an hour in 5 days of the week to talk about the health of their employees, with their employees, and to establish goals and to start planning what they are going to do next related to that. So this overview at what we do. We have many things going on. We have much to do, and the good thing is that we agreed on the concepts and the strategies, and we have the full commitment of our leadership to move on. So that's it. Thank you very much, and I'll be available to answer questions online afterwards and by mail if you want. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you for the overview of a very comprehensive program, no small challenge. Let's get right into the question. Please use the raise your hand icon. If you can't see it, you can also go to the bottom of your WebEx console to the participant section. You should be able to click on it and see it. I think we already have one question, Barry. Is that correct?
Yes, we've got a question from Sylvia Regina from IBM in Brazil, and that's going to Fernando, please. The question is, which challenges did you face to take care of Vale's disease around the world, and how do you control that?
I think you were talking about our expatriates and the people that work about. It's a great we are dealing with the travel program, so we have to deal with see if the person is fit for traveling. But for staying there for a long period, we have a program. So we have, first of all, they visit the place to see if they want to be there. They take the family there to see if it's okay, and afterwards we have a monitoring of the expatriates for the first month, so how they're doing, and when they get to the site abroad, they enter and become part of the health program of the site. We have many providers abroad, so some places we have to fix our own structure of healthcare and health promotion. In some other places, we deal with some providers that we can buy services, but all related to the direction and the norms that we establish here from the headquarters.
Very good. Okay. Any other questions at this point?
Yep, question from Noe Alverja, who is from IBM as well. And the question is, what is your view on the mental conditions growth in Brazilian active population? What programs and tools SESI and Vale have developed in this subject?
Sure.
Did you understand the question, Sylvia or Fernando? Or should we repeat, maybe?
Please repeat. I have a problem with communication here.
I will repeat and maybe just ask for Sylvia to answer first. So the question is, what is your view in the mental conditions growth in Brazilian active population? And what programs or tools did SESI and Vale have developed in this subject?
So with regard to mental disease, right? So yeah, mental disorders.
Yeah.
Sylvia?
Okay. Thank you. Around of the world, psychosocial problems in Brazil are increasing, and nowadays is the third cause of day loss. We are learning to work this in a workplace. We don't have a national program specific, but we are beginning. So we defined that we will beginning with the international model that was validated by WHO, developed with Nottingham University in London, and we did here some workshops in Brazil last year, 2 workshops, and bring the companies and the SESI people to identify the gaps, problems in the workplace. We work with 2 doctors from Nottingham University, and we developed with them diagnosis of the situation, and with the proposal to analyze, to adopt the PRIMA model, psychosocial risk factors management, adapt to Brazil. So the cultural issues are very different from Brazil comparing with Europe. So adapting this kind of model. And we recognize that we have to develop more tools, and especially educative programs, the managers and workers. With some local actions, but nowadays we are developing a national program. Okay.
Okay. So, in Vale, so this is a good question. We also starting and have much thing to do on this theme of mental health. Recently, we have a survey with our leaders and our health team, and they said that stress management was the most difficult, most the thing to be developed from now on. We already have some activities going on. So first of all, we have the lifestyle assessment. So there we have monitoring. We've been monitoring the anxiety, depression prevalence of our population, and also the stress. So we can, for instance, we have some figures in there. They are very different from unit to unit, so we can go and see what's going on in a specific unit. So that's about knowing the problem. But what we do to solve the problem. So we have many works on ergonomics in the broad sense of ergonomics. So workload, fatigue management, recognizing that those are one of the most important causes of stress related to work. And we also have the human resources work on organizational culture to be more inclusive, and the leadership style to enhance the communication among leaders and teams. So all these are activities that help to deal with mental health issues. We also have in our healthcare plan the whole apparatus of mental health physicians and treatment. So we are dealing with a way to identify the problem, to identify the causes of the problem. And we're dealing with the many causes in a multi ways. So, and also we are having the access to treatment when it's necessary.
Great, this question came up, and thank you both for the answer. I encourage people to look at the PRIMA framework, EF PRIMA, PRIMA. You can ask either me or Sylvia, and I know we're all familiar with that. Which is a pretty solid based framework to assess your psychosocial risks, which is still often neglected in companies. Very important, so thanks for that question. Take another question before we get to the electronic poll questions. We have one?
We did have Teresa Rich has asked to Fernando directly. You mentioned all regional managers and supervisors play a strong role in promoting your global wellness strategy. Is this attributable to a visible commitment demonstrated by the CEO? If not, how did you go about engaging them?
Good question. This is only possible now because we have a CEO fully committed to health and safety. I made a survey in the last week among my emails, and all the CEO communication in the last month, more than 30% were related to health and safety. It's in the agenda of our CEO and our executive directors, and this is fundamental. It is the only way to engage all our leadership. So it must be something that will be very visible, that the CEO is engaged and the upper management people are engaged, and also that we have to demonstrate that we have these not only as a speech and also in actions. So we have been working to show up the evolution of our health and safety situation, and also being very clear and direct to discuss our problems related to accidents and when they happen, and to show the data, and also to put names and to put the examples of what's going on and what needs to help to improve. So yes, the leadership involvement starts from the upper level, and then it's easier or feasible when it's that way.
Yeah, thanks, Fernando. I think no global issue, the leadership engagement, and then further down, of course, also in terms of managers, middle managers, and also, of course, the mental health question, also very much a global issue. A lot of countries or companies in countries are struggling. So let's get to we have two electronic poll questions which I'd like the audience to respond to. So Barry, go ahead and then launch the first one, just so we get along.
Yep.
All right, so you should be able to see it on the screen. I'll read it, and then we'll give you some time to respond to it. Does your company offer an integrated health program covering the 4 areas of the healthy workplace model from the WHO? If you paid good attention, you will know the 4 areas, or you may have known them before: physical working environment, psychosocial working environment, personal health resources, and the enterprise community involvement. So based on your best knowledge, please answer that question with a yes or no. How much time do they have?
I selected for 30 seconds, but people are saying that it's already closed for some reason, so apologies for that.
Yes, on my end, yeah, it's the same. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Just Barry tried to fix it. I think we mentioned, or we introduced actually the framework in more detail in a previous webinar. I think it's as Fernando mentioned. I think it's probably one of the most comprehensive models out there, and I think it's important to show that integration between 4 areas. And too often, as you know, maybe even your own companies, too often some of these are actually offered, but they're offered very separately in silos, and often the integration between HR and OH don't necessarily work. So that is, I think, very important. Previously, also in the U.S., for those of you from the U.S. may have known or heard from Naush, also promoting a kind of an integrated approach. So we have the question. Is it open, Barry, now?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, submit your answers, please, to the same question that I just read out loud. Are we getting some answers, or how are we looking?
Yes, we've still got another 30 seconds to go. Looks like at the moment 64% saying yes.
Just sensitive time, that's all. So we have, looks like we can see here 64% answer that with yes. So that's the majority. So that's pretty impressive because in terms of maturity level or progression of the program. Okay, let's go to the next question. Do you feel this integrated approach that I just described is commonplace or widespread in your country? Just from your broad sense of other programs and other companies in your own country. So we'll give time to respond with a yes or no. And if you see we're getting a lot of responses, just let me know.
50% are saying no so far.
Okay. I see it's ended.
Just crown.
Okay. Just I'm waiting for the result, but just based on my experience with various companies in different regions of the world, I think it's still a minority, I would say, of companies really, first of all, address all four areas with their programs, and secondly, then have an integrated approach, bringing them together. Here we see 60% with a no. What's a no, and what is that, the qualification? No answer, sorry. Okay, all right, so that's the majority, only 8%, so that kind of forces what I was expecting with regard to that. So again, I think there's a lot of work still need to be done globally to promote that and promote more of an integrated approach. And I think we'll hear more from the WHO on that. So before I close, I'd like to make you aware of two different resources, actually. So the first one, I think a lot of you are familiar with the global survey on workplace, on health promotion and workplace wellness. It should be up on your screen right now, and a lot of you have participated in previous years and hopefully this year again. So thank you for that. But if you haven't, please do so. It closes in about 2-3 weeks, and we still, definitely want more participation from all over the world. And as you know, for those of you, you will receive a complimentary report for those of you who complete it, and it's a pretty good resource. And the second one, if you want to go to the next slide, Barry, is a benchmarking study that I actually conducted together with Buck Consultants, which is a follow-on to many of the surveys, looking at 13 leading organizations, how they actually have a global approach. What do they do in terms of their global strategy? And you on the phone actually participated, so thank you for that. Another resource in terms of specifically for multinational corporations. So top of the hour, first of all, I'd like to very much thank Sylvia and Fernando for, again, making the contribution. That was great, and very good information out of Brazil. And, of course, I'd like to thank VLife, as usual, for staging this. So thanks a lot, Barry, and the team. And our next webinar will be likely in late September or October, so look out for the news on that. And finally, our website, as you can see here, the recording, the archive, the webinar will be archived, so you can access it at any time. So, as usual, please provide us your feedback. And thanks a lot again to everybody for joining, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you, and bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.